Well, the former England international Aran Embleton, who's from Northumberland, joins us now. Evening, Aran.
Hiya, Simon. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you feeling? England are favourites, but how confident are you?
I'm on the fence a little bit over the last couple of performances. I feel England, have struggled at times, especially at the back without Millie Bright. It's really showed. But we managed to obviously carve the win out on the penalties against Sweden. But yeah, I feel that Italy are also flying. Garelli's on 3 goals so far in the tournament, and she's firing all cylinders, which is the Italian captain. But overall, I'm still pretty confident for tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned the penalties there. I can't be done with another shootout. Not like that one anyway, Aran. So please, let's hope they do it hopefully in 90 minutes.
Absolutely. I went through every single emotion you could go through watching that game, and I then went extra time, and I thought it's going to penalties here, and yeah, the penalties went to sudden death. I can't go through that tonight. I'm hoping that we just hit the post tonight, use the wings as we should do, and give a bit more support up towards Russo up front. I feel like she's been quite isolated, and we haven't played our game as we normally do. But I feel that, I still think they'll come out the top.
Just want to talk a little bit about a fellow Northumbrian in Lucy Bronze. For starting that penalty shootout, I don't know if you, like me, were yelling for her to take one earlier than she did. And she dispatched hers, certainly, with aplomb. But, I mean, not just that penalty. The way that she played in that game, it shows how important she still is to England, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely, Simon. She's got this. As a player, you need someone in your team that, she wears her heart on her sleeves, the pride. You can see it when she picked the ball out of the net and slammed the ball, as it will say, come on, we've got this. She pulls everyone up around her. She's world class. And, for a right back, yourself, general consensus, right back, obviously defending. They try their best to obviously be a bit of a right winger as such, a full full-back. But with Lucy, it's a bit different. She scores a lot of goals for being a right back. She's always in the right place at the right time at the back post, coming in, as we've seen with a header against Sweden. But she's done it year after year, and she just brings that little bit, something special to the rest of the team to pull everyone up when the chips are down. And she did that against Sweden, and we needed that.
And now, a lot of the discussion ahead of the match, unfortunately, tonight has been the racist abuse suffered by Jess Carter. It's been prominent, hasn't it? Important to call it out, which she did do, and her teammates and Serena Wiegman rallying behind her, as you would expect. But it's so disappointing that this is, still happening. Absolutely.
I mean, in this day and age, come on. It doesn't need to be happening. It's not nice when it happens. And as a player or as an individual, the impact on that person, people don't realise the comments, the shouting, the abuse from the crowd. It's disgusting, and it needs stamped out. And I know, obviously, there's been a lot of campaign within UEFA to do that, but it's still there. We've seen it's still there. And I just hope, and I'm pretty sure she's got all the support in the background, Jess, to be there for her mentally. But I totally appreciate the fact that they won't be taking the knee tonight, because as an individual, I wouldn't be either.
Mm-hmm. What's the key to winning tonight's game, do you think, Aran?
I think we have to stick to England's game plan. We need to stick to our game plan, which has always been, to play through the middle with Kira Walsh, who will play, them starting balls in behind your defenders to get the likes of Hemp on the ball. Beth Mead, again, I'm not sure. Beth Mead's obviously been majority, since the start of the tournament on the bench. But you need to get your wingers involved. And we haven't done that. We haven't used our strengths, and that's always been our success previously. We need, again, support Russo a lot more, but that's been down, again, possession. The games we played against France, Sweden, we've been under a lot of pressure. So we've never seen our usual attacking football where we've had Russo on the ball. She's had plenty of chance to put the ball in the back of the net. That hasn't been the case in this whole tournament. So we need to be playing, like I say, to our wingers, and ultimately getting our midfield involved in the game and pushing up rather than soaking up all the pressure, our midfield dropping back with defence dropping back, and before you know it, we can't get out our own half. So the key is to start from the whistle, go full force attacking, and don't drop so deep where the balls can go over the top. And we've got to be very, very careful, Simon, of the speed. We've seen that against Sweden with Black Stenius, but the balls were going either side of Leah and the likes of Jess Carter, and it caused us massive problems where Aslani finished in the bottom corner, and obviously Black Stenius she had numerous chances and put one away herself. So we've seen pace is something that is a massive danger to us right now. And I'm pretty sure Serena will try to close that gap within the last couple of days in training,
Well, Aran, enjoy the game tonight if you can. Hopefully it won't be as nerve-wracking as the Sweden one, and hopefully we'll be able to preview another final for England after tonight. But enjoy it.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, Simon.
And thanks very much for coming on. That's Aran Embleton, former England international, looking